Hi guys, my name is Michelle. I'm a tutor for Chegg Tutors and I usually teach in English, psychology, math, and a variety of other subjects. And so today we're going to be talking about the cell membrane. And so cell membranes are super important. They protect and organize our cells in our bodies. And all cells have an outer plasma membrane that regulates not only what enters the cell, but also how much of any given substance comes in. In cell membranes, this means that they are selectively permeable to ions and molecules. So they serve as barriers and gatekeepers. They are semi-permeable, like I said, and they have small hydrophobic molecules and gases like oxygen and carbon dioxide that can cross membranes rapidly. But they also cause small polar molecules such as water and ethanol, and these pass more slowly. And so, on the other hand, cell membranes restrict diffusion of highly charged molecules, so ions and large molecules such as sugars and amino acids, and the passage of these molecules relies on specific transport proteins embedded in the membrane. And so the movement of all of these substances is either passive or active. And so passive means that no extra energy is required by the cell to have the molecule enter. And active means that it does require energy. And so when I mentioned that the larger molecules like sugars and amino acids might need specific transport, this specific transport might be active transport. And so cellular membranes are made up of glycerophospholipids, molecules that are composed of glycerol, a phosphate group, and two fatty acid chains. And so glycerol is a 3-carbon molecule that functions as the backbone of these membrane lipids. Glycerophospholipids are the most abundant lipids in cell membranes. So like all lipids, they're insoluble in water, but their unique geometry lets them aggregate into bilayers without any energy input. And so this is because they are two-faced molecules. So they have a head and tail, and the hydrophilic head is water-loving, and the hydrophobic tail is water-fearing. And so in water, the molecules spontaneously align with their heads facing outward and their tails lining up in the bilayer's interior. And so thus, the hydrophilic heads of the glycerophospholipids in a cell plasma membrane face both the water-based cytoplasm and the exterior of the cell. And so, in addition to lipids, membranes are also loaded with proteins. And proteins actually account for roughly half of the mass of most cellular membranes. So, many of them are embedded into the membrane and stick out on both sides, and these are called transmembrane proteins. So, in conclusion, membranes are made up of lipids and proteins, and they serve a variety of barrier functions for cells and intracellular organelles. So, membranes keep the outside out and the inside in, allowing only certain molecules to cross and relay messages via a chain of molecular events. So, I hope you enjoyed this lesson, and you can ping me if you have any other questions. Have a good day. Bye.